This was brilliant last night.
Yeah, really good.
Got to be
Especially
honest,
the first half.
Didn't expect it.
Really?
After the game at St James's, France looked so good, but England went to their backyard and beat them, didn't they? A great result in terms of their Euro 2025 qualifying campaign, producing, as you say, Emma, a fantastic performance, particularly first half, and avenging that defeat at St James's Park late last week,
yeah. Well, that result means that the Lionesses now in control of their own destiny in terms of automatic qualification.
It's putting the best players on the pitch where we think that's the best starting lineup, and when we need anything else, then we can sub. So that's basically my job too, of course. And yes, you asked the question of being unpredictable. We want to be unpredictable. I think today we played sometimes short, sometimes long. We really wanted to get behind our defense, and I thought at moments we did that really well. And every time we want to improve our game, and we have to because we want to stay at top level. So and then of course a win helps because that shows us that we're going into the right direction. And I think a lot of things went a lot better than we did Friday. And yes, Hannah Hampton's save was really good and very necessary.
Massive result for England. Let's see what it does to the group. So France then stay top with 9 points, but England moved to, they were third anyway, but they're level on points now with second place Sweden. And this is now a huge game. They play them in July. Republic of Ireland stay bottom after a slender defeat to Sweden. The top two in the group will go through automatically to next year's championship in Switzerland. England basically sort of win the next couple of games.
Yeah.
I think it's Republic of Ireland and Sweden left to play.
I think things are looking a lot nicer, aren't they? For more on England's Euro qualifying campaign, we can join our reporter Anton Tolui now. Anton, lovely to see you this morning. It felt like, of course, a much-needed win last night for England. Was there a feeling that they kind of showed glimpses of being back to their best?
Yeah, reports of England's demise may well have been exaggerated, but look, make no uncertain terms about it. England needed that win last night, didn't they? They needed to send a message to the rest of Europe that the champs are the champs for a reason. And after defeats in the last sort of 12 months to Spain, to Belgium, to Netherlands and to France on Friday night, England needed 3 points in a big game. But also I think they needed it for themselves. Sarina Wiegman kind of basically sticking with that starting 11 that struggled against France and basically turned around and said, no, I believe in this squad of players. I believe in a very small group of players that can turn this around. She said she was going to work on a few things tactically to try to break that intense French press, and that's exactly what England did. They looked more cohesive. We saw the likes of Georgia Stanway and Ella Toone really come to the fore in an attacking sense last night, something England have been missing in these big games recently. The front three seemed to click as well, and Alessia Russo was just everywhere. And when you have someone like Hannah Hampton coming in for Mary Earps, there's no real dip in quality in goal. So England looked solid at the back as well. Jess Carter, an unsung hero, keeping Khadidou Diani, always difficult to say, quite quiet during the game as well, apart from when she got onto Leah Williamson and got that penalty. But yeah, England will be so happy with the way they played, happy with that result. Their first win in France for 51 years. That is what the record they broke last night. They needed that win. They've sent a statement to the rest of Europe that the champs are still in the reckoning for the Euros next summer.
And Anton, they aren't back in action now for over a month. They probably wish they could go out and play the next couple of games quicker than that. But look, what next for Sarina Wiegman's team?
I bet the players wish they could actually just go on holiday. But yeah, you're right, there's going to be another round of fixtures. These European qualifiers end in July with England's games against Republic of Ireland at a sold-out Carrow Road. And then they go to Gothenburg for what could be a huge game, probably winner takes all in that game against Sweden. Before that, there's going to be 2 weeks of training camps in the UK, and then they go to the Netherlands as well. England will be hoping the centre part of that schedule you can see there will not affect them, because if England finish third in the group, where they are currently, they will be part of the playoffs. And it's a horrible playoffs. England will be made to sweat, to toil, to stress, because they'll have to go through 2 rounds of playoffs if they finish third in the group, something they will be desperate to avoid. October, November, December will be a nervy time for Sarina Wiegman and her players before the draw in December, and then obviously the Euros next July. So yeah, it could be a really tense 2024 for England, unless they can do what they set out to do, which is finish in the top 2 of the group. And England know after that result last night, all they need to do, he says, quite flippantly, is to beat Republic of Ireland and beat Sweden in their own backyard to make sure that they are on the plane to Switzerland next summer.
Yeah. It is so simple, isn't it?
Yeah, that Sweden game looks like a biggie, doesn't it? It looks like a big game, that now.
Yeah. Anton, thank you. We'll chat to you soon.